Friday, which means it's another episode of People Like You. My name is Emmanuel Osiseri, your online personal trainer and wellness coach, and today I'm met with a very special guest, Mr. Sean Carroll. So, me and Sean have known each other through the church that the local church here, and we play basketball, we've hung out and everything, and Sean's one of my good friends, staying active, and he'll talk about some of the things that he's doing with teaching and other stuff. Sean is also the brother of Eric Carroll, who's in episode 23, I believe, twin brothers, so we'll see how their stories kind of differ along their fitness journeys, but go ahead and introduce yourself, Sean. Tell us a little bit something about yourself.
Again, so thanks for having me first and foremost. My name is Sean Carroll, and I'm a teacher, I'm a coach, I'm a college student, so my schedule is jam-packed. We actually had some conflicting schedules, so I'm glad we're here, we got this set up, and we're ready to rock it. So
we're ready to rock it, dude. Let's do it, man. I'm super excited. So thanks once again for your time as well, too. So tell us a little bit something about your fitness journey. Where did you start off? What got you into athletics? And then from there, where are you at right now?
So I've always been really competitive. I mean, playing sports all throughout my childhood, and when we first moved out to Bakersfield in 6th grade, my parents' one of the things they did was get a gym membership. So I currently work out at Body Exchange. It's been my gym for going on 15 years plus now. And I never really used it when I was a kid. I kind of just stayed in shape by just playing outside, playing sports, hanging out with friends. And it wasn't until I started working out maybe my junior or senior year in high school, and even then it was only probably a couple times a week. But where my working out really took off was in college when I went to Northridge, because we had an amazing recreation facility, and I loved using it. It was 3 stories, like a mile long. It was so huge, and it had everything you needed to work out. And so me and my roommates, we would just go there, consistently 5-6 times a week, and that's where I really peaked in my workout regimen. So.
Nice, dude. So I didn't know you went to Norfolk. Actually,
the Matador.
Yeah, what did you study?
Economics.
Economics, dude. That's sweet. Did Eric go there too?
So yeah, he went there, but he went there a year before me.
Right. So
I actually met him. He was a senior, and then I transferred there from BC, and it was nice though, because he introduced me to all the people that he met, and we actually surrounded ourselves with like-minded people, and it just made working out and even just like the school atmosphere that much more enjoyable. Yeah,
dude. So being a student, as you know, is super busy. You have a super busy schedule right now. I liked how you said just to surround yourself with other people as well too. Your brother, I think you guys are living with somebody else who's also active as well too. So that's super cool. Talk about the importance, kind of elaborate on that as far as like the importance of keeping like an active community around you.
Absolutely. So it helps having a twin brother, honestly, because if he goes to the gym, I can't have him one up me, so it's like, hey, I'll go with you, and we always push each other, and he's really my best accountability partner. But like you said, and like my brother might have said in the previous podcast, we have a roommate that is really dedicated too, so we'll always get a workout in together. There's people at the church that I've worked out numerous times with, and honestly, with the accountability that you have with those people, it's just going to make your dedication to the gym that much easier, because it's so easy to just be like, I'm going to skip today, and then that turns to 2 days, 4 days a week. And if you have the accountability, or you see your friend like making progress and you're kind of just stagnant, it makes you want to kind of be like, hey, I need to get back into shape. And you just don't want to go into that I guess category.
Yeah, dude, you know what's interesting as you said it right now, I was thinking, dude, like to have a twin brother, like an identical twin brother, dude, you can't.
It's huge.
Dude, you can't be like super young and then the other one is just like, they're gonna be like, dude, we can tell you guys are way easy apart.
And honestly, there are people that will say like, oh, he's a little bit bigger, or, oh, I'm a little bit bigger, and like, I feed off, thanks for saying I'm bigger, but if anyone says he is, like, it strikes a nerve with me. Like, I can't let that happen. I'm older. I'm 2 minutes older, so I can't let that happen. That
twin competitiveness, dude, that's perfect, man. That's awesome. So, talk about, you've been working out a long time, you said about 15 years. That's super consistent. Have there been any, like, I know a lot of people along their fitness journeys, they have, like, rough patches where just life happens, pretty much, to sum it up in general. So, have you had, like, any rough patches where you kind of, like, had to take time off, and how did you kind of deal with that?
So, I would honestly say I've never really been strictly dedicated, focused 5 times a week, like ever. There's always been seasons where I just would get lazy, complacent. I would look at my physique. I'd be like, hey, I like where I'm at, and then it would just be lead me to like maybe not go to the gym as much because I was content with how I looked or how I felt. So I would say like it definitely goes into spurts, and this year I kind of made a decision to really not go into that, and I see myself already trending in that direction at times. So that's when I use my brother, I use my roommate, and we just hold each other accountable. So yeah, my physique has been up and down for years, and the biggest thing for me is just once you start back up, just keep reminding yourself like where you want to go, where you want to be, what you want to look like, how you want to feel, and that should give you the itch to just keep going forward. Keep pushing yourself.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I think that's such a great point. And you said, did you start again? Like, did you kind of revamp up the beginning of this year? Because I think Eric said okay.
So we kind of had the same thought process. Like, I would say maybe last year around this time, we were just kind of lazy. We were just moving into our house, so we were just busy, and we kind of both made the decision like, hey, let's try to get into the best shape of our lives, and starts with nutrition big time, which we can elaborate on too, because I never read nutrition facts at all growing up, and so I'm big on that. And then we just we try to make it a priority going at least 4 times a week, at least, and we'd like to go maybe 5 and have a rest day or 2 rest days a week, and we've been seeing really good results from it.
Nice, dude. We'll get into nutrition in just a second. I want to talk about, because you're an active guy as well too, so it's not just exercising in the gym, but you also do other things. Kind of share some of the other activities that you enjoy doing, why you enjoy doing them and stuff like that.
So the past year or two, I've really picked up golf, and it's not really an active sport, but hey, you're outdoors, you're walking a lot, and it's honestly my favorite sport to play. I would play basketball religiously like years ago, but I've definitely taken a step back just because I haven't really found time to get guys together and go to the court and shoot some hoops. But
we should do that sometime.
Yeah, I know, right? Bring it back. But I've always been, like I said, really competitive and love sports. I actually coach for Miramonte football, so that gets me 3 hours outdoors with my guys, and we're chucking the pigskin, and I'm running routes, I'm throwing the ball at them, so I'm very active and participating in practice. I do the conditioning with them from time to time too, so I definitely incorporate my active lifestyle into the practices that we do too. So and we practice 5 times a week, so that just gives me an added workout, I guess.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Let's delve into it. So Miramonte is high school, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So how do you see, like, is it just strictly practice that they're getting like a lot of their physical activity with, or how are other ways? I guess I'm trying to go is how are other ways that you're keeping your guys active and stuff even outside of practice? Are there any programs, any accountability, any systems that you have in place for them, like year round sort of? Or?
Yeah, so we as a coaching staff, we kind of partnered with Planet Fitness, and we had a deal where if their parents signed up, they can have a free gym membership at Planet Fitness, because at Miramonte, it's a low-income high school, so maybe a gym membership isn't a priority in a lot of the families' lives. So we got together with Planet Fitness, and they opened the door. So we have a lot of our athletes going there. We have a great gym on campus too, where they could work out in, and then we have a strong body class too, which we really push our athletes to go to. So I also share my nutrition regimen with a lot of our football players who ask or who are curious about the things that I eat, the things that I do, and I'm more than willing to share the things that I do. So.
Yeah. I think I was sharing either with your brother or somebody else earlier on an earlier episode, but with working with high school, and I worked as an athletic trainer at a high school here as well too. When you have that physique, like a muscular physique, like the high school students, they eat that right up. You have their attention like without even saying anything. So that's really cool that you have that platform that they listen to, they look at you, they can see that, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about, and then you're able to share things like your nutrition and stuff. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about nutrition. Where are you at? What are your theories and stuff? How does that work for you?
So like I said, probably the last 2 or 3 years, I've really taken initiative to see like what am I eating, what am I putting in my body, and I never really looked at that growing up. I could care less about the things I ate. If it was good, I ate it, and there's a lot of foods out there that are so beneficial for you that taste amazing. I mean, everyone has different palates, but I try to find foods that are nutritious and taste really good. So a lot of there's been times where I've gone on a low carb diet where I just eat a lot of meat. You can almost say like the keto diet, which is kind of like a trend right now. I've kind of experimented with that. I don't think I've ever been in ketosis, but I've definitely been on like low carb meals. I've definitely implemented a lot more vegetables into my diet as well. I've enjoyed cooking it. I find the vegetables that I do like and stay away from the things I don't like. And honestly, you can just pick up any health magazine and you can kind of figure out like what are beneficial things to put in my body, what aren't. And I have a subscription to certain magazines too, so it helps. Just use your resources.
Continuing education, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I like the research aspect of nutrition as well. Like I'm always learning new stuff. I've learned stuff from guests on here about nutrition as well too, and it's just this ever evolving just wealth of knowledge that there's so many different things that work. Like I said before we recorded, there's so many different ways to lose weight. That people just kind of need to find what works for them as well too. So for example, I tried ketos, the keto diet, and for our listeners, the keto diet is when you deplete your body of carbs and to the point where it uses fat as energy source, right? Yeah. So I tried it for like 30 days and I was just wanting to see how I felt, just to experiment. I knew I wasn't going to do it long term, but I was just curious. And my energy level was through the roof, dude. It's amazing, like how many different ways you can kind of mess with your diet and for energy or for weight loss and all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. I just think it's super dope. So, how are you doing with meal prepping? Did you mention that already, or
no? We haven't talked about that, but I definitely. Part of my, I guess, mindset towards this next year was really trying to make my own meals rather than eat out a lot. Usually when I do eat out, I try to stick towards like the healthier options rather than just like McDonald's or Burger King. Granted, I mean, I still enjoy that from time to time. I'm not saying I'm like against it. But over the year, I mean, I usually go grocery shopping like once or twice a week, and we have a grill at home, so I just grill everything. And then me being so busy as it is, like it just helps dedicating one day to just cooking up your meals. And then so I mean, anything from just like lean meat to chicken, like I said, veggies, get maybe a carb like some brown rice, some potatoes, something like that, and then just prepare yourself for the week. And honestly, it takes maybe 30-45 minutes to prepare everything. It takes some time. I usually do it on Sundays when I have like the football game on or something, so I'm kind of multitasking. But then I'm set for the week, just put it in the fridge and then nuke it up when I'm at work. So,
there you go.
And it's been great. So
yeah. So from the sound of things, you sound like the type of person that kind of like experiments with different foods to see what you like and what you don't. And I've kind of started doing that as well too, man. And I am proud to say that I'm an official baby carrot eater, dude.
Really?
I can munch on those things all day at work, and it's cool too because like what I'm learning, like I said, experimenting with different foods. What I'm learning is that they don't satisfy you, like they don't fill you up, but they're an excellent like segue between meals. They're an excellent snack, low calories of course. And so I just love being able to experiment with different things. And to your point as well too, the more you cook at home, the more different foods you try. I remember the first time I opened up a cookbook, I was just like, all right, well, I've never heard of like this seasoning before. I had to go to the grocery store and ask somebody where it's at. But you learn along the process of a meal prep journey that, the foods that you like and the foods that you don't, or seasonings or whatever like that.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
It's super cool. So, do you have something? Or?
No.
Okay. No. So let's talk about your goals. What are your goals currently coming into the year? How are you doing with that, just personally?
Yeah, so I mean, personally, I'm really striving to really get into it, just put God first and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm really working towards doing that. That's kind of a mindset that I've had over the last year or so too. And besides that, putting my students as a priority. They come from rough families, broken homes, so I really want to be that teacher and that resource to pick themselves up. And it's nice. It may be biased, but having like a male figure, because I teach special ed too. So having like a male figure that like has somewhat of a build, like I feel like I kind of present myself in a way where kids are attracted, like you were saying earlier, they're attracted to me. So if I humbly like just help them out any way I can, I think that kind of sparks something even more than if I was maybe, I don't know. But I really try to help my students to the best I can, dedicating my time to school. And honestly, I think the gym is fourth, but Just because it's sport doesn't mean it's not as important.
Right.
Like, because I'm still making the effort to go. Like I said, at least 4 times a week. But definitely those first 3 things are my main focus right now.
Yeah. Now that's cool too, because like it's all about structure. I don't know who I was talking about with in an earlier episode, but it's all about everybody has 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
You know, Elon Musk and somebody who's unproductive, they still have the same 24 hours in a day. And so if you can't do everything, what I'm learning personally is just reprioritizing things. Like you said, faith first, and then this and that and this, and making sure that you get all the important things done. And I think just life has a way of just taking care of everything else.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And speaking of your schedule as well too, I know that you have a crazy schedule. How do you, like most people, right?
Yeah.
So how do you balance out being able to keep your priorities in place with a busy schedule in the realm of working out? So how do you I guess the continuation is, how do you squeeze your fitness into a busy schedule?
So before my school really started, during the summer it was great because I didn't have classes to teach. I only dedicated maybe 3 hours, 4 hours of coaching each day, so I had ample opportunity to just dedicate all my time towards serving in church, going to the gym as whenever I wanted throughout the day, so it was nice. But now when my schedule, how it looks now with teaching and everything, I find time to where like I'm only working out maybe one Monday, dedicate Tuesday to schoolwork. I'll work out Wednesday, then dedicate working out to maybe Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday. So I make time to where I work out on certain days, and then I do my schoolwork on other certain days.
Right. Just balancing that schedule and that agenda as well. I remember when I was actually studying for one of my last certification that I did, and I had to have a gym day and I had to have a workout day. so you know exactly what that's about and everything. And just where do you see yourself going from here with the youth? Where do you see yourself? What's the next? Because you're already having an impact. What's the next step for you?
So I mean, honestly, building those lifelong relationships, not only with my students, but with the youth that I help out at the church. I really want to be an impact and a light in their lives, and not only through nutrition, just like being like, if you're a young man, like I want to show you the proper ways to maybe live like a manly, like a true man, not like a lot of other kids, not like a child. So I definitely want to go towards that route and just lead by example, honestly. Yeah, for sure, man. I think that's super awesome, and you left us with a lot of things, and it's so often it's easy to forget that when we work out sometimes that we're not just working out for us, we're working out for people around us as well too. So I'm sure you being a coach, and like you said, you get a workout as well too. Well, if you're not in shape, you're not able to do that as well too. Or another example of us working out for other people is, you know, somebody might have a close friend that, you know, is out of shape, or, you know, they have diabetes or they're overweight or whatever, and they see you grinding every day or making time to work out with a busy schedule like you. And that's something that can inspire them, because I feel that people are always watching and stuff. They're watching to see, all right, how long is Sean going to stay consistent with this? And then after a while, it's like, okay, Sean's been working out for 2 years straight without missing 1 week. Like, okay, is this something that I can do now? And then that gives them an opportunity to just kind of open up. And I'm sure you get asked questions all the time at work, right? Yeah. So honestly, I look at a lot of my students and even my athletes, and I resemble a lot of them. Like I said, I would go to the gym every once in a while, my junior and senior year, but like I never made it like a consistent effort. And so they see me and they think that like, oh, I was this like 5-star athlete in high school, like because of my build now. But it's like, no, I was like a skinny. I even like my freshman sophomore year, I was a chunk, you know, and I kind of grew. I had a growth spurt like my junior senior, and I slimmed up a little bit, but I was still a little bit of a chunky kid. So when I tell them my story and like the work that I put in and the transition I've made over a long period of time, it's not something that's going to happen overnight, you know. But over a long period of time, it kind of motivates them and encourages them, because I coach the frost soft football team, so they're still growing. They're still, some of them have grown into a young man, but they're still going through that transition, that puberty phase where they're at. So I just encourage them to be like, hey, I was literally like you when I was a freshman, so you'll grow and then you'll learn some things, and hopefully you make working out and just having an active lifestyle a part of your life.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Well, you're doing a great job with that,
I
man.
appreciate
That's
it.
super cool
Thank
that you're
you.
able to have such an impact. So at the end of each episode, I like for our guests to kind of wrap up and leave a bit of fitness advice for our
Okay.
listeners. It could be a quote, it could be a saying, a personal mantra that you live by, something that you can leave with our listeners.
Okay, yeah, so just making an active lifestyle a part of your everyday life, even if it's just getting up and taking a walk for 15-20 minutes, like that's more beneficial than you sitting on your couch for the 15-20 minutes. And just take baby steps, you know. You don't have to go right into the gym and grind it out for an hour and a half, and chances are you'll probably be really discouraged, or like you'll be exhausted to where you don't want to do that, you know. So take baby steps, and then really maybe dive into maybe the nutrition aspect of it too. Figure out what foods you like, really read those nutrition facts, maybe subscribe to a health magazine, and find what works for you.
Yeah.
Honestly, don't do something that doesn't work for you, because that's only going to discourage you. So
Yeah, for sure.
find things that you enjoy, find foods that you enjoy, and just try to live an active lifestyle.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you become there's plenty of resources out there.
Absolutely.
And I'm a huge fan of starting off small, so I'm glad you said that. Because it's so easy to, like, people just, I don't know if it's the way we're wired, we just want to see fast results. We want to know that we're not wasting our time, but like when you do it for the right reasons, intrinsically, you have that motivation on the inside that says, no, this is bigger than my goal. To make this a lifestyle, then that's where you start to see some good change down the line.
Absolutely.
All right, man, you know what's coming, dude. Let's do some rapid, quick-fire questions, man.
Let's do
See
it.
how your brain works.
All right, let's do it.
All right, here we go. First thing Sean thinks of when he wakes up.
How am I going to help someone?
Ah, nice, dude. Every morning? Wow, dude, you're just a humanitarian.
Yeah.
Would you rather be a master of every musical instrument or fluent in every language?
Ooh, fluent in every language.
Yeah, dude. Would you rather be a deep sea diver or an astronaut?
Dang, astronaut.
Yeah, that question gets people every time.
Astronaut.
Yeah, why astronaut? You have a smile on your face.
Just go out, check out the moon, and just look at the Earth where we live. I don't know.
Yeah,
astronaut.
dude. You know they're giving trips like $250,000 on like.
Crazy.
Yeah, have you heard of that?
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's super intriguing. Would you rather take a guaranteed $100,000 or a 50-50 shot at $1 million?
Guarantee 100,000.
Yeah, me too. Tacos or pizza?
Tacos.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Breakfast or dinner?
Breakfast.
Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix.
Money or free time?
Money.
Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Winter or summer?
Winter.
Winter. Football, huh?
Yeah.
Winter's just dope. I love winter.
In Bakersfield, I mean, it's kind of hot in Bakersfield, so the winter's fine.
Yeah, definitely winter. What does Sean want to be as a kid growing up?
Firefighter.
Firefighter? Yeah, me too, man. It's dope,
Firefighter.
dude. I want to be either a firefighter or a basketball player, dude. Why firefighter?
I don't know. Just I remember in first grade doing a project, and I just remembered wanting to be a firefighter, just help people. So be the hero.
Yeah, it's dope, dude. I like that. All right, one famous person, dead or alive, you'd love to have dinner with.
Oh man, maybe Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting. Go ahead and explain why.
Just I mean, he was definitely one of the best presidents ever. He transformed our country, and through like a lot of conflict and diversity, he was able to get his job and accomplish it. So yeah. I think Abraham Lincoln.
Would you wear one of those top hats with him as well?
Of course. Of course.
Excellent. Dressed the part.
Yeah.
All right, last question. If you could be any animal in the world, what would it be and why?
Silverback gorilla, man.
Yeah, man. I like that,
Yeah.
dude. You're like the third one. You're like the third one. Why silverback? Man? I like those.
Look at them.
Yeah,
They ain't gonna mess with. You're not gonna mess with them, and they just live their life, climbing trees, eating bamboo. Just
Yeah, they kind of stay in their own lane.
They're
Yeah,
solid.
I like them, dude. That's a good answer, man. I'm a lion guy, but I like the silverbacks as well.
Yeah.
Too. Well, hey, Sean, thanks for coming on, man.
I appreciate
Especially
it.
on a weeknight, dude,
Yeah.
and just like you shared a whole lot of good stuff that's going to help a lot of people. And I wish you nothing but the best in your journey
Likewise.
moving forward,
Likewise.
dude. And I appreciate it.
Amen.
Thank you.